Welcome to ADWO Voices Podcast, where we explore the people, passion, and purpose behind ADWO Behavioral Services. And because this is our first podcast, we want to take you and give you what this podcast is all about. What we're going to be doing in the next couple videos here, we're going to be exploring and interviewing some people that are experts in this field. And we're excited to give that to you. They're going to be giving you some tips and some advice on all things behavioral health. And today, we're joined by William Sanders. William Sanders is CEO of ADWO Behavioral Health Services, and he has over 15 years of experience working in this field. William, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. I'm excited. Definitely, yeah.
And I'm being honest with you, this is a little informal, but we're excited to get into this because this is the first of its kind.
Yes.
I don't think there is a podcast concerning this field. And
yeah.
I'm excited for that.
Well, I mean, there's definitely resources out there, but yeah, this is the exclusive. We're definitely coming in with some experience and giving some tips,
For sure.
hopefully to help out people that are going through some things and people that are working in this field too.
For sure. Well, let's dive right in. Got a couple of questions to ask you. And really, before we kind of dig deeper into some of the advice that you can give, some of the tips you can give, some of those that are dealing with behavioral health or know of someone dealing with behavioral health, let's talk about ADWO.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the beginning. Let's start beginning. What inspired you to start ADWO Behavioral Services?
Well, so, we partnered up with Mr. and Mrs. White.
Mm-hmm.
They are the founders of ADWO. And I was also a host home provider, right? So I have adults with disabilities that also I take care of. And just seeing a gap, right? I seen that was needs that needed to be addressed. I come from a background of teachers. My stepmom was a special ed teacher growing up, and in the summer times, she used to take us to her work to help out. My family in general are servants, right? Pastors, deacons in Anniston, Alabama. Shout out to Anniston, Alabama. So yeah, that's how I wanted to start. I just wanted to address some gaps in services, right?
That developed a heart for you.
Oh man, yeah, for sure. Yep.
Can you share a personal story or moment that made you realize that there was a need for the kind of services ADWO offers?
Well, it goes back. I'm glad you said story, right? Because once upon a time, that's where I want to start. No, I just had a history, man. I started off as a special ed teacher in Falcon, Colorado. And then I just had a passion with this community, man. I always say I love bad kids, right? But I love their story afterwards. I was a teacher also in Warren, Ohio, and then we started an after-school program for kids like that. And I always just wanted to just do something a little extra, because when they leave the school settings, when they leave the settings like residential settings, they're going back to reality, right? So we have to get some resources for them. So why not me, right? So that's why I did it.
Saying see the need, take the lead.
Yeah. Oh, I like that. Write that down. See the need, wait, is that on?
We're going to put this here now. See the need, take the lead.
Oh, I love that. Wait, was that on that? What's that one cartoon with the trees? No, what is this?
What cartoon with the trees?
That one movie with the trees. They spoke to the tree. It doesn't matter. Never mind. Keep
I feel like there's so many cartoons with trees.
No, the one that they talk to the trees. What is it called?
Pocahontas?
No, what? No.
That's what I was thinking.
No, what's the one? It doesn't matter. See, I love that anyway. See the need, make the read. Wait, what was?
See the need, take the lead.
Well, I'm gonna work on it. I'm working on this.
But I do love that though, because of the fact that instead of just waiting for someone, and really, I feel like, a lot of us tend to have that, like, we look at something and we have compassion about it.
Right.
But really, there's a difference between pity and compassion.
Right.
Many times we confuse that. We think we have compassion, but really we have pity.
Yeah.
'Cause we just look at him and go, oh, I wish somebody would do something about it, but we don't.
Right.
Oh, so
that actually was kind of my life, man, to be honest with you. I'm doing a lot of shout outs. It's our first podcast.
Yeah.
So shout out to the Allen family and the Pulliam family when I was growing up, man. And I think that's why I have a heart for kids, because I was a troubled youth, right? And then I was getting kicked out the home. And then the Pulliam family and then the Allen family let me stay at their house, right? Through elementary school and high school, I was in and out because my mom kept kicking me out, right? I used to stay with them. So they say it takes a village to raise a kid, man. And that's what it was. At a young age, I seen people step up to support me, right? And I mean, I'm just continuing that service.
In the early days, what were some of the biggest challenges you faced and how did you overcome them?
Ooh, talking about trying to develop
As far
ADWO?
as ADWO, I mean, yes, ADWO, but also just in the early days of you in this field.
Oh man, the challenges just to start off, and all teachers, special ed or in general ed teachers know, is that we want to do more, but we can't, right? Financially, it doesn't, we, as a teacher, you can't support it. When I started Team Sanders in Ohio, man, we were doing it off a teacher's salary.
Ooh.
Right. And what we learned is the community came together to support, right? If you have a good idea, if you have a good heart, like everybody in Warren, Ohio was coming together. We was giving away 100 turkeys. We was giving away homes for Christmas as well. The school system allowed us to use their buildings after school to support it. Man, it was a beautiful thing. But the challenging was finding resources without having the funding. Yeesh. It was definitely a challenge. Yeah.
Yeah, that's difficult.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. What did you do to find those resources without the funding?
Networking. I'm a good talker, right? Right. So just going out, giving my vision, kind of like how I had ADWO going, sharing my vision and my passion of what I wanted to do. Luckily, I was around a lot of good people that wanted to see that vision come to reality. So yeah, networking is key.
Yeah.
Networking is key. Yeah.
And one thing, and I don't even know if this is about behavioral services, but a lot of times people think that networking, or even people that they always find that they always think that no one's going to support.
Right.
And then when you find out that network to people, you're going to see that there's a lot of people willing to give.
Yeah.
A lot of people willing to help.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, you just got to do your due diligence in finding those people.
Right. And you also got to present it well, right? Because there's always someone with a good idea, but there's a good idea, and then there's a good idea and a blueprint to get that idea up and running, right?
Sure.
So yeah, networking is key.
Now, ADWO has always emphasized wraparound services and culturally competent care. Why is that so important to you?
So I heard about wraparound again, and I'm going to reflect back when I said
Expound on wraparound.
Right. Yeah. So wraparound service is supposed to be that service that brings everybody together, right? That's the idea. You're having your teachers that works with the kiddo. You're having their doctors that work with the kiddos. If they're in the DHS custody, so on and so forth. Wraparound's supposed to be that glue for everybody to bring it together. And it also gives the kids like their own like plan to reaching those goals that they need. So you'll get a case manager and actually a whole team together under that wraparound umbrella to make sure like the services isn't dropped, right? So what I've seen in the residential setting is these kids, they don't have that wraparound. Some of them only have their parents, and the parents don't know the resources that they need. Wraparound services is supposed to be that little gap filler, right? So yeah, I love wraparound services. They're huge back east as well. They're huge here as well. We're just trying to make that glue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And try to start spreading it. And really, that's why we're trying to go to LA.
Oh yeah.
Spread it to LA.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because for me, I think I've had experiences in dealing with some kids and then residential too.
Right.
I've never heard of wraparound.
Right. Yeah.
And I never heard that there was a possibility where not only are they taken care of at home, but they also have these programs which will really, because the goal is not for them to stay where they are. The goal for them is to grow,
Right.
and they can grow, they can get better.
Yeah.
And those wraparound services really are so beneficial.
Yeah.
And that is something we provide here at ADWO, which we are excited for that.
Yes, we do. And like you said, and we'll get to it in LA as well. Yeah, we're trying to utilize that wraparound services, and we're also trying to add on to after school programs as well. Yeah.
For me, I like to think of it as like, for those that may not know and may not get what wraparound is, and you could correct me if I'm wrong, it's like an all-inclusive.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like a buffet.
Yeah.
At what is it, Golden Corral? What's your favorite buffet? I like.
I'm not gonna lie, it was Hometown Buffet.
Mine too.
I miss Hometown Buffet.
No, I think I like Golden Corral, but it doesn't even matter, right? Back to what I was saying. Yeah, no, it is. It's like a buffet of services in one location, right? And that's what we want. We want that. We want to connect everything. So if you start off with us at a young age, it doesn't end when you turn 18, right? Because usually when they turn 18, they have to go to another waiver and then start all over, right? Which could be dramatic to everybody involved. So ADWO, with the wraparound services, with our residential, we want it to be a whole 360 of services. And if you decide to stay with us, we're going to make sure that you have people in your life consistently.
How do you define success when it comes to the work we do with children and teens?
I think success, it's seeing them when they're done with us, right? So I have kiddos from who was in our after school program back way back that are reaching out to me and graduating, right? That's the success that I love to see, right? And even like the short term, seeing kids that you have to give them directions after directions after directions that gets it, right? Now, maybe they don't keep it, but they get it. When you see them get it and then they are trying to change, that's success for me, right? Even on the work scale, when you're having staff that are struggling and you're giving them that training and giving them that understanding of where those kids at, that's also success too, because it has to be a balance. You got to make sure your staff are understanding and feel comfortable of the services that they're doing, and also the clients or members that are in our care are getting the services that they need, right? So yeah, that's success for me.
Now, ADWO doesn't just treat clients, we serve families and communities. How do you see that shaping the bigger picture of behavioral health?
Ooh, good question. Listen, you must do this for a living. Oh, wait, I'm doing shout outs. It's our first one.
Yeah.
He's definitely he's amazing. He does YouTube as well. Y'all shout out to Straw Hat Brothers.
Completely different from this.
Yeah, but still, I'm telling you, like, I'm blessed that he's doing this with us. Like, I'm like, man, Straw Hat Brother in the building. All right, back to this. The bigger picture, man, is I'll say it takes a village. I said that.
I was thinking that.
Right. And the thing is, like, people think that, hey, you have to be in this field to serve and help. And that's not true. And that was one of the reasons why I said Straw Hat Brother. We need people with different thoughts, with different avenues in life to come together to support these kids. Funny story. When we first started our residential boys, our boys love cards. And that's what Straw Hat Brother does. And you just reaching out, and then FaceTiming these kids, right? Really shaped their day, their week, and gave them a purpose of talking. And that's what we need. We need people from different walks of life to come in and then like love on these kids, right? And that's what it is. So for ADWO, to answer your question, is bringing the community together to support the kids and the members.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then also with families too. I know that sometimes when this happens and you have children that have behavioral health,
right,
you may not know how to do certain things.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. One of our services we offer is that family therapy, right? And just bringing the kids and the parents together so they can talk about it and work on those things is huge. The initiative of Family First, especially here in Colorado, they want to see the kids in a less restricted environment. And you have to work on those relationships when those kids are not in the home. So when they get to the home, they can stay in the home.
For sure.
Right.
Now, we've talked about ADWO LA, but something that we're excited about is our local impact going global. ADWO is expanding. Can you tell us more about going global and what that means for the company?
Man, I was so excited. Can I tell a story of
Sure.
how it happened? My main man, James here, is also a preacher as well. And I was in LA and we was just sitting down and we were just saying, we want to do more, right? How can we do more?
Right.
And one of the impact things that I've always wanted to do was feed people abroad. And then you've already had the framework ready, the blueprint ready. It's like, hey, yeah, we can do this, right? We can feed this amount of families. We can do it here, here, here. Like it's, when you put it into the universe, like, hey, this is what we want to do, and you collaborate with everybody, it's like, wow, we can do this. You're like, and we can do it right now.
Yeah.
It's like, what? Right? So yeah, to answer your question is just helping out more,
right?
Right? Is giving more because there's so much need here in the States and abroad as well. Like when you have these amazing ideas, it needs to be shared, right? And you have to show that you care first for them to do the buy-in. And that's us showing like, hey, we do care. We want to feed everyone. We want to give some of the knowledge that we have to people that don't have these resources. Like, hey, we started with nothing. We started off with an idea and look at what we have. And we love to support.
And what I love about this too is it's not just about feeding. And really this is, I haven't even spoken to him off camera about this. We're about to talk about this live.
It's exclusive.
But
we need the exclusive little sign. Something like that.
The goal is not just feeding.
Right.
Because one thing I've learned when I last came from the Philippines is the same issues as far as health, mental health, behavioral health. They're facing it there too, but they don't have the programs on.
Right.
They have no programs in the Philippines and really many other countries. They have no programs to help people dealing with these issues.
Right.
And it was amazing to me because, as a person, an immigrant from the Philippines coming to America, a lot of it, I thought it was just, to be quite frank, an American problem.
Right.
Like behavioral health, mental health.
Right.
But when we came to the Philippines and they were talking about mental health, I wanted to see how it was going to be received.
Yeah.
And it was being received well.
Right.
Because it is an issue over there too.
Right.
They have no resources.
Yeah.
People were soaking it in.
Yeah.
And now I think about that as saying, hey, this could be that avenue to introduce this to the other countries that don't have any programs at all for kids, for teens, and even adults that are dealing with this.
You're absolutely right. Yeah, we're actually partnering with, her name is Dr. Turnipseed. She works here in Colorado, and she's an expert at trauma-informed care, right? That's the biggest wave that we're trying to do is introducing that trauma-informed care because there's different events that happen around the world. There's events that are happening here that needs to be addressed, right? And then you need those resources to address it so these kids and adults can have a safe space to talk about it, right? And that's what it is. You have to give out these resources so we can show that, hey, this is a safe space so you can heal, right?
And really, to get deeper into it, a big issue, especially even with like kids in Asia, is when they don't have these things, it leads to really things like suicide.
Yeah.
And one of the highest places of suicide rates are in Asia, in East Asia. And a lot of it is too because they don't know where to actually express it.
Yeah.
Because there's not really programs like this.
No, not at all.
And a lot of times I've said this before because I've also personally had dealt with mental issues.
Right.
Just certain issues. It's not serious until it's kind of
there. Yeah. It's not serious until it's serious.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. You're absolutely right.
People think it's like, oh, it's just, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
And when it's too late, it's
too late. You can't back away from it once it gets to that point, and you're absolutely right. Yeah.
And like I said, it's something that people deal with internationally, not just here in America. And it would be exciting, and it is exciting that we are leading that charge internationally.
Man, yeah, we're trying to push that envelope to give out more resources and be accessible to other people to tap into these resources. And again, it goes back to bringing that community together, right? And then say, hey, what can we do locally and abroad?
Right.
Yeah.
Now we have ADWO LA, we have ADWO Global. What is next for ADWO?
Woo! I don't know that I'm excited to where we're headed right now. I think it's just making ADWO more accessible in the States right now, especially in Colorado. As you know, the residential setting, there's not a lot, right? We want to make sure that kids here in Colorado have a safe place, right? And ADWO is one of those places. Like I said earlier, that Jerome Allen and then the Pulliam family were my safe space. So we actually name our homes after different people. Our very first home was the Allen House, right? And that was in honor for Mr. Allen, who unfortunately passed away. But we want to have safe spaces in Colorado. So to answer your question, I think our next step is to continue to serve the community in Colorado, but also grow not only in Colorado Springs, Denver, then Pueblo as well. So yeah, and definitely LA. Yes, sir.
Now, what are your hopes for the future of not just ADWO, but behavioral health care as a whole?
Good question. I think just for behavioral health is getting more information out there. I'm huge on that trauma-informed care. I'm hopeful and just excited to be partnering again with Dr. Turnipseed. We also have Dr. Prince. Shout out to Dr. Prince, who as well is a lead therapist, and just come together to form something so we can be more accessible, not only to ADWO, but to the school settings as well. Because, I got a heart for the schools and equipping teachers, principals, police officers with these resources so they can support the community as well.
For sure.
Right.
If someone's listening right now and they want to be a part of the mission of ADWO, how can they get involved?
So I'm about to go to www. Well, I don't know. So we have our Facebook. We have our website. Go to our website and definitely look at our mission. And if you feel moved to want to join our team by volunteering or even working in the homes or working in our wraparound services, all of the information is on our website. We're excited to grow, but it takes passionate people, right? It takes people that wants to see change. And if you're one of those people, definitely go to our website, and we're gonna do like this cool flash.
It's gonna be there.
Right,
It's there right now.
Right here?
It's right there.
But I don't see it.
No, you don't see it. It's right there.
Hold up. Wait,
It's right there. It's
right here.
there. Yeah, right there.
Go to this website right here and learn more about ADWO.
Yeah. So the website, just in case it's not there, it will be there.
Wait, it's gonna be there.
It's gonna be.
Do you have that talent?
Yeah.
He's very, very talented. Let me tell you guys. So if it's not here, it's on him. But I know he's gonna do it.
No, just kidding.
No, it's right here.
That's there now.
Right. Can I do a pose? There we go.
But come check out adwocares.com if you want more information about our company, and if you want more information on how you can be a part of our team. And really, if you're in the Colorado Springs area, and even if you're not in the Colorado Springs area, we'd like to talk to you. And you can also check out our Facebook at ADWO, and also our phone number, which I don't have it ready here. Hold on.
Wait, you didn't say LinkedIn? We're on LinkedIn.
Well, yes, we're also on LinkedIn. Yeah. And then also our phone number here, call us at 855-566-0801.
I was about to say that. I didn't want to say anything because I know it by heart. So call us at
Yeah. Now, comment down below if you want to see kind of more of this. And we are excited about this. This is something we're passionate about.
Yeah.
And we want to see more happen. We're going to be interviewing some more people,
Yeah.
kind of just to learn more and grow, and really just have I guess, in a way, a funner way to get resource.
Yeah.
You know?
And also getting people involved, man.
Because for me, I have major ADD. If it's boring, I probably
I'll listen. And this might be my first and last. I really don't want to be on camera because if this is my last time seeing y'all, right?
Comment down below if you want to see more Will. Come on, comment down below.
No, don't.
But thank you guys. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to do this. This is really a first of its kind. Hopefully we can do more of this, and I'm excited for it. I'm excited to learn more, not just about people, but also just learning more about how we can be better as a whole. Really, many of you that may be listening here, you may not know it, but you or someone you know may need some of these resources here.
Yeah.
And it'll be helpful for you to kind of learn that and have that kind of like that tool. You may not need it now.
Yeah.
But you have that ready for you so that when you do need it, you can use it. You know, for me, I remember when I found out that my nephew was in the spectrum.
Yeah.
And for us, you know, in full transparency, we were devastated. We didn't know. We didn't know what to do.
Right.
You know, before that, we thought he just had, you know, like, you know, especially for like an Asian home.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, you just got to listen. You just gotta, but then, you know, he just needs discipline. You know, you know, we really didn't know. And then we found out that, you know, he was in that, and we were not prepared at all. We weren't. We had no clue what to do.
Right.
You know, but it was good that, you know, thankfully there were some resources and we were able to access that. But I wish that once that came, we were already ready. We were prepared. We knew exactly what to do. Also, I wish we were able to see the signs.
Yeah.
Early on that, like, you know what? We have to treat him in a different way.
Right.
And that's why we do this, because so that we can help you and someone you know whenever they come up with this situation. You know?
Hey, good way to end it. Listen, that was a good one. Hey, I told you he was a preacher too. Like, I'm ready to get my tithes and offering on this, buddy. Yeah, good job, man.
Thank you so much for joining us. And once again, visit ADWOcares.com if you want to have more resources and learn more about our company. Also, if you want to be part of the team, go join us at ADWOcares.com/careers, and we could put the link down below as well. Also, if you want to give us a call at 855-566-0801. Check out our Facebook, facebook.com/ADWO, also LinkedIn as well. And all those will be linked down below. Thank you so much. And I hope you have a wonderful day. And if you need any help, and if you ever need to reach out to someone, don't be afraid to reach out to our team here at ADWO. Thank you, and have a great day.
Peace.